Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. When you're watching this video, it's going to be in the new year, so happy new year. I hope you all do well. I hope you started your year right and in the right frame of mind, in the right spirit. There's so much more to come. I'm so excited for what the year is going to bring and what God has in plan for me. And I'm just so grateful to everyone who has been riding for me from the very beginning and still holding on and still riding and still supporting. I appreciate you guys so much. Anyway, so this video, as you can tell from the title, is going to be my most disappointing, not so great makeup products of 2017, and also items that I bought that I regret buying. It's a shame that people still get upset over things, people still get sensitive. You have to like explain things to people like over and over again. But this video, honestly guys, if you have any of these items that worked for you, please keep on using them. Please don't start crying. It's just makeup. I know a lot of people get very upset over makeup, but hopefully this year we'll learn from that and it's just makeup, guys. It's preference. So the products that I would say I regret buying aren't necessarily because they were bad or they were rubbish. Some of them are just because I didn't get a chance to use them. Like I bought a bunch of stuff that never got a chance to use, or maybe used once and never used again. So those are the kind of things I'm going to mention in this video. So just to let you guys know what the vibe of this video is going to be about. Just moving forward as well, just so the people where don't take things the wrong way. A lot of the time my face doesn't match what I'm saying, so sometimes I might have this like stank face on, or like that's what I call the sarky face. Doesn't mean I'm like being negative or being shady. My face just usually does that, like just normally. So sometimes people tend to look at my face, not what I'm saying, so they watch to react as opposed to watch to listen. So I would really appreciate it, just in the future and in general moving forward, that when I'm doing reviews or doing like little like product reviews and products like chit chat, whatever, listen to what I'm saying as opposed to just going keyboard crazy. My face might read off a lot worse than what I'm actually saying. So just giving you a tip as to how I kind of work, because I watch back my videos and like my face just looks like I'm just upset, like angry, and I'm really not. Like it's not that deep for me. It's makeup. Makeup doesn't run my life like that. I know a lot of people are very pressed and very sensitive when it comes to makeup products, but I don't have that same effect. If you don't like something that I like, I'm okay with it. Like it's not that deep. Just listen to what I say and not take my face is like the first thing you look at, if that makes sense. Because I'm even doing it now, like I feel myself scrunching my face, but I'm really not upset. Like I'm actually having a good day today. So these are going to be my disappointing products. So I have tried these products and they either didn't do what they were supposed to do, or they just didn't work out, or yeah, they were just a bit of a fail really. So Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. Now I never did a tutorial on this. I was so ready to go, I just didn't get around to it, just because I felt like there was so many of the same repetitive tutorials and we kind of get the gist. It wasn't great. The fallout was terrible, the blendability was terrible. So yeah, I kind of just gave up on doing a video, so I didn't do it basically. There was so many and it's such a short space of time. I felt, what's the point? I'm not going to say anything different to what everybody else has said. So yeah, this palette was a big fail. I think it was one of the most controversial palettes of 2017. Some of them blended really dark, some of them blending all to the same shade. Yeah, transition shades weren't transition shades. A lot of them didn't even show up in my skin tone, so it was it wasn't a really good palette. A lot of people did like it though. A lot of people were able to make it work, but for me, I felt I shouldn't have to struggle. Like it's not that serious to struggle over makeup. I shouldn't have to struggle or go the extra mile to make something as simple as an eyeshadow work. So I really struggled. I tried my best. Even I actually was almost gonna film the video. I think I might have done so and just gave up. Yeah, I think I did that. So this was a big fail. Sadly to say, I know a lot of people love this palette. For me, I just wasn't really a big fan. It's the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. This palette, I don't know. My thing was, when I tried to apply them on my lids, they did not show up as well as they did on the back of my hands. The only shades that did well were these shades here, and it was like, bear in mind I kind of already have shades like this already. It just didn't do well for me. I felt like it was overly hyped. When you swatch them on your like back of my hand, it was okay, but then when I tried to apply it on my lids, it really didn't show up as well. And yes, I did use a base and everything. I just felt like it was kind of kind of meh. This also falls into my regret buying because I was also sent it after I bought it, so I kind of wasted, but I have sold one already, so I'm going to sell this as well. Yeah, I don't wait for brands to send me stuff and then get upset. If I want to review something, I just go and get it myself. It's not that deep. I felt like there were 2 shades in here that were quite similar as well. I wasn't blown away by this palette, and I'm sure a lot of people absolutely loved it, but I really wasn't blown away. The next item is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I really tried. I tried to love this mascara, but from the get-go, it was a fail for me. It was so clumpy, it was really thick, and didn't really do what it was supposed to do for me. I don't know, some people have different experiences with it. Some people love it as their favorite mascara, but honestly, I can name like 3 or 4 other mascaras that do a much better job than this mascara. I did not like it one bit. I don't know, for those people who loved it, that's great, but for me, I just, I was not a fan, really. Next disappointing product for me, it was the Dose of Colors Desi Katy eyeshadow palette. And to me, the shadows just didn't really, they were kind of meh as well, kind of very lackluster. You know, when they swatched it, I was like, no, it's quite nice. You know, the darker shades look quite nice. The gold we've seen before and that kind of bronzy shade, but it just didn't really do much in terms of when I applied it onto my lids. The pigmentation just wasn't great. They do look good, I'm not gonna lie, they do look good. They just, I don't know, they just didn't really do anything. Like the purple was a little bit disappointing. I don't know, what was that called? Turbosin. It didn't really show up well, like it didn't swatch very well. But when they swatched it, it looked really nice. I just felt like I used it a couple times, but I haven't really like gone to reach for it. So I won't say I regret buying it because I absolutely love Desi. Like I've always been a fan, but it's just, I just kind of thought there'll be a bit, I just thought there'd be a bit more like oomph to it, if that makes sense. The gold was really chunky, like there's a lot of fallout with that. And then the bottom ones, I think 2 of them you had to like use your hand or use water or something like that, which I felt like it was just a little bit, I don't know, a bit much. Not a bit much, but just a bit too extra for, you know, for shades, for shadows. I'm a subscriber at the end of the day as well, so I feel like I should be honest in, you know, things that I've actually spent my money on. So I hope nobody's upset about it. I honestly love them both. I love Desi, I love Katy. Like it takes nothing away from that. It's just this particular palette for me just didn't really do it for me, basically. The next one I can't find, which is like what's new. It's the L'Oreal Paradise Mascara. When that came out, everybody was like, this is so amazing. It was supposed to be a dupe for something else as well, but it did nothing for me. I don't know what it is, but the last few like L'Oreal mascara releases haven't really done anything for me. I don't know what it is, but it just hasn't, you know. They brought out another one as well. I do have a favorite one from L'Oreal though, and I will show you in my best of 2017 video, so I'll wait to, you know, let you guys know what that is. But yeah, I felt like that mascara did nothing. The Maybelline Gigi Hadid collection. I was sent the West Coast, because I think she had like 3 collections. I was sent the West, is it the West Coast or the South Coast collection? It had like eyeshadow, lipsticks and stuff, and the eyeshadows for me, this is the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow for me, everything came off the same, like they were all the same shade, very pastel-y, did not work on my skin tone. Even just from swatching, I was like, this is gonna work on my lids, so I didn't even bother. I wasn't blown away. I felt like it was a little bit of a fail. The lipsticks were okay, but the ones I were sent, this was a no. This was definitely a no. Another disappointing product is the NYX Perfect Filter eyeshadow palette, and this is the Olive You palette. Now when I saw this, I immediately thought Subculture palette. It's a good dupe, so I was like, I'm gonna do a dupes video. I'm also yet to do a dupes video of like popular makeup products. I felt like it reminded me so much of the Subculture palette, but when I swatched them, they were very blah. The pigmentation just wasn't great. When you swatch them onto the skin, it kind of faded off. It does look like it could be a dupe for the shades, but unfortunately, in terms of pigmentation, the Subculture did like trump this palette. So I was a little bit disappointed with that. Some of the shades were quite chalky, and some worked. So it was a bit like, it was kind of like a hit and miss on for this palette. But yeah, I expected a little bit, I kind of expected a little bit more from NYX. I know the NYX have improved in their pigmentation, in their shades and their palettes, but that particular palette just didn't do it for me. Now these other products I regret buying. So first one has to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero palette, her highlighter palette. I think it was last year she came out with them, but I bought this and none of the shades were doing it for me. None of the shades were black girl friendly. Slightly disappointed despite like the range of like colors and range of shades in this palette. None of them worked. It was yeah, it was a little bit of a letdown. I just wasn't a fan of it at all. So honestly they all look very similar to each other as well. So I was like, yeah, this was definitely something I regret buying, because I don't know, obviously again I'm a fan, but it wasn't working for me. The next one I regret buying only because I had the first palette she came out with, but then I felt like the second one was literally a repeat plus, you know, some couple of extra shades. So it has to be the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics Deluxe Edition palette. So this is the second palette she came out with. I already had the first one, so I'm just gonna try and put that together just to show you, like literally side by side, exactly the same. The highlighters are similar. She added extra like lighter ones there. But I'm not sure if the first palette was discontinued or had sold out, but I just felt like there wasn't a need for the second palette because it was very, very similar. So I do regret buying it. However, the palette, the shades are nice and pigmented and very neutral shades. I felt like some of the shades didn't swatch as well, but overall, if I had to pick, I would have picked the first palette. I've got my armor on right now for the next one. It's not because the products are bad or they're horrible or whatever, but I just bought them, didn't get to use them. From what I swatched, I just didn't see myself using them. Okay, so the first one is the Fenty Beauty Galaxy, what is this? The lipstick, and this one is Sci-Fly. I don't know, I swatched it on my lips and it was just giving me like auntie vibes, like that auntie who just did not know how to do her makeup very well. And I tried to work with it and I just didn't like it. Then I ended up buying two of the glosses because I heard that the glosses were similar in pigmentation to the original Fenty gloss, which I absolutely love, by the way. Absolutely love. But these one, this is Platonic Relationship. It just wasn't working for me. Like, it was just so like holographic, and like I was expecting to be like this shade, like really pink, but it was just giving me all kinds of like the purple in there. It was very holographic. I tried it on top of a lighter pink lipstick. It wasn't working, and I know a lot of people like this one, but it's just I didn't, and I just haven't used it since then. And then I also got this dark one, Astro Naughty. Again, kind of thought it would work, I would be able to work with it, but I thought I'd be able to work with this one as well, but it just, I couldn't do it, and I could not force myself. So they just weren't used. I bought like most of the collection. I was gonna do a video or like a review, but just they weren't used, you know. So they have to be in my regret pile. Again, not because they're bad, but for me, I didn't get to use them. I didn't reach for them at all. After swatching them, I did try it on my lips as well. It just wasn't doing it for me. What I should have done was to have gone to the store and tried them in person, but I just did not want to queue up. I just did not want to queue up. Like, it was just a lot, so I ordered them all online. I also got the palette, the eyeshadow palette. The palette is actually quite good. If you're into your glitter, this comes quite handy. I think I reached for this probably a couple of times. In terms of the shades, they're pretty good. They're actually pretty good. I'm not really one to shy away from glitter and shimmer shades. I like to put it in the center of my lids and do like a smoky eye. Like, you know, like the halo effect look that I tend to do. You know, these would work really well, but I don't know, for some reason I just didn't use it. I just didn't make use out of the palette as much as I would have wanted to. So nothing to do with the palette being bad or being crap, because the pigmentation was on point, but I just didn't reach for it. Next things are the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick. She came out with a bunch of new lipsticks towards the end of the year, and I was gonna do a review. I bought like probably 10 of them, Like I bought lots, like lots of them, lots and lots of them, and I literally like used just the one. So in my regrets buying, this is definitely in my regret buying pile because I didn't get to use them. The thing is, they were actually not bad. They're very, very matte, and the one I used the most was what's this, Spice. That's Spice. But yeah, I just honestly, like, they were just stuck in my makeup pile. Never got to use them. I just used a couple of them, and I felt like it was such a waste of money. So maybe I might try and incorporate it this year, but I feel like the hype is gone, and I don't think a lot of people even talked about the lipstick as much as the other products that she came out with. I think that's it. I didn't really try as much makeup as I would have wanted to, or I just wasn't really like, I just wasn't hyped to try on as much makeup as I did, you know, the previous years. So a lot of them kind of would have gone into my anti-haul pile. I just wasn't really inspired, you know, and a lot of them weren't really like, oh my gosh, I have to get them. But I did get quite a few. I did try quite a few, and I did like quite a few too. So I will be showing you what I enjoyed and what I used the most in 2017 in my next video. So obviously look out for that. I'm always going to be honest when it comes to reviewing products and what I feel. There have been products that have been liked by the masses that I haven't particularly liked, and that's just not being me. That's just not me being negative. It's just me being honest. And I think a lot of people mistake honesty for being negative or being shady, and it's really not. Like, everyone has a different experience, and I think people should respect that. Like, if you like something that I didn't like, I will be fine with it, because that's you. That's your skin, your opinion, your experience, and I would never take that away from you. So I really want, for this year, I'm gonna try my best to get back that vibe, that makeup mojo, you know, because I really want to be able to bring out like content for you, because I know a lot of people only watch me for beauty, and I didn't give much of that. And to be honest, it's not me. I feel like when I do give out my beauty videos, they're the least watched videos now, so I don't tend to want to film them. And I feel like there's nothing new in the makeup world. Everything is the same, everything is repetitive, everything is just recycled, so I don't feel inspired. But when I do feel inspired, one sec. Yeah, I will be doing my best of 2017 video next. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. A lot of people watch and not subscribe. Make sure you do so I can obviously let you know when I have a new video coming up. Hello to my new subscribers as well. I have gotten quite a few. Hope you're doing good. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.